Hi and welcome to this Vinyasa sequence designed for backbends and opening up the front of the heart center. We'll get started lying down. Bring feet to the floor, knees up. Arms are resting by the sides, maybe closing the eyes, just allowing yourself to ground down and arrive right here. You can bring awareness into your breath. Noticing with the inhale how your back will press into the ground. And as you exhale, feel for that release. Really welcoming this full body breath, filling the back, the ribs, the belly as you inhale. Exhale, allowing all the air to empty out. So you begin to find this flow with your inhale and your exhale. And you can use your breath here as your anchor, just to get out of the head, get into your body. Starting to match some movement with the breath. On your inhale, you'll press into the feet, slowly start to lift the hips, feel that open, the front side. Exhale, return hips back to the ground, back to a neutral spine. And you keep moving like this. As you inhale, feet to the floor, lift the hips up. Exhale, slowly releasing the spine back down. And if you want to add arms as you inhale, lift the hips and the arms. Arms can come all the way to the ground behind you, top of the inhale. Exhale, reverse, bringing hips and arms back down to the starting position. So this is a nice fluid movement, no rush with this. Using that slow and steady breath to feel this warm up through the legs, this opening through the front side body. Just making it a moving meditation. And the next time the hips are lifted, bring arms back down by the sides. You might stay right here. If you want to add an interlace behind the back, you can come tops of the shoulders. Find a little extra lift of the heart reaching up and towards back of the mat. One more breath here. Gently bring hips back to the ground. You can add a sway of the knees side to side, little release in the low back. And then let that swing of the knees roll you to one side. And keep going to press up to a tabletop pose, coming hands and knees. And once you arrive here, keep going with the breath, cat and cow. So as you inhale, the belly will lower and you'll lift the gaze. Exhale around the spine, tucking the chin in, and you keep going at your own pace, warming up through the spine, the hips and the shoulders. And if you wanted to add some other movement, taking a child's pose or taking circles around hands and knees, you're welcome to explore. Just easing into whatever movement is calling to you right here. A few more breaths. And you'll start to come back to a neutral spine. We're going to set up for a bird dog, reaching the right leg back. Option to lift the left arm. You might stay here or move again with the breath. If you're moving, exhale, round in, bring the elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it back out long. Just like that, slow and controlled. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, back out to extend. There's no rush. You're moving slow, following your breath here. Feeling that strength through the core, through the backside body as you extend. And the next time you're extended, add a bend of the lifted leg. Left hand can reach behind, maybe gripping foot behind. If you have the grip, soft press of the foot to the back of the mat. Feel that open heart center. Go ahead, release back to a tabletop. Find some movement through the spine, release. Coming back to a flat back, we'll change sides. Extending left leg long, feel the core engage. Option for the right arm to lift. Could either stay in this hold or move with your breath. Exhale, rounding, drawing elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen back out long. Move at your own pace here, feeling that strength through the core, especially through that backside body as you extend back out. Taking one more round. Next time you extend at a bend of the lifted leg, right hand will reach back. If you're gripping the foot, softly press the foot back. Feel that expansion through the heart center. Release back, tabletop pose. Couple last rounds, moving through the spine. And on your own timing, this can transition. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, curling the toes, lifting hips high. Feel free to pedal out the legs as you first arrive, just easing into the shape. And you can slowly start walking feet to your hands, ragdoll fold at the top of the mat. On an inhale, half lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise all the way to stand. Hands to prayer heart center, release to the sides, mountain pose. Take it to Surya Namaskar. On your inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. You're welcome to keep a soft bend in the knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down, step back, downward facing dog. There's the option to stay or come forward through plank. Take a vinyasa flow. Exhale, you might lower, knees, chest, chin, or a chaturanga. Inhale through cobra or up dog. Pressing back, downward facing dog. One big breath here. Look to your hands, walk or hop forward, fold top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down. Inhale, rise to stand. Meeting back to Tadasana, mountain pose. So just like that, with your inhale, arms reach. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down. Right back, downward facing dog. Come forward through plank, optional vinyasa flow. Exhale to lower. Inhale, scoop the heart forward. Pressing back, downward facing dog. One full breath. Look to the hands, walk or hop forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Meeting back, mountain pose. One more time, inhale to reach. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release down, step back, Adho Mukha, downward facing. Bring it forward through plank, take your flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha. Meeting back, downward facing dog. One big breath here. Bring it forward through a plank pose. This time you're going to lower all the way down to your belly. Arms are by your sides. We're setting up in the locust pose. On an inhale, you lift up chest, neck, and head. Option to lift the arms, option to lift the legs. Feel the whole back body turn on here. We're strengthening that whole posterior chain. Staying here one more breath. Go ahead, release down. You can turn the cheek to one side. And we'll come up one more round. Inhale, lifting high. Shalabhasana, option to add and interlace hands behind the back. Squeeze shoulders together, extra lift through the heart center. Last breath right here. Release back down, hands come under the shoulders, press it back to a child's pose, hips over heels. Nice big inhale. Open mouth, cleansing breath back out. Return back, downward facing dog. And on your inhale, the right leg will lift. Exhale, step forward, high lunge. Keep that back heel lifted, arms lift up overhead. You're going to lift the gaze between the hands, start flowing with the breath. Stay right here for your inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, bend that back knee. Inhale, lift up, straight legs extend. Exhale, little curtsy dip down. Two more just like this. On your inhale, rise. Exhale, draw back down. Last time. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower down, come right back to your high lunge. Hands are going to come to an interlace behind the back. Squeeze shoulders together as you lift the gaze. Feel that lift of the heart lifting up and opening. Keeping your interlace, we're going to tilt that heart forward, start bringing weight in the front leg. We're getting ready, variation warrior 3, and when you're ready, step into it. Back leg will lift. Ball the back foot pressing back, keeping that interlace to keep that lift of the heart forward and up. One more breath right here. Keeping the lift of the chest, hands come prayer heart center. Keep weight right leg. You're coming up to a balance. Standing as you lift the left knee. Open left knee to the side. Any variation vrikshasana tree pose. Hands can stay prayer heart center. Option to grow those branches up overhead. Rooting down through the standing leg, lifting up through the rest of the body. One more big breath. Hands come back to prayer heart center. Draw that left knee forward. Step it back into a high lunge. Once you land, pivot open warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. We'll go ahead, reverse with the arms, flipping the front palm, lean back. Feel that open through the front ribs. Pressing front knee forward, top fingers reaching back. Really lengthening the side body. One more breath here. Right back into your warrior two. Side angle pose. Parsvakonasana, front forearm to thigh, top arm reaches forward. There's about 4 breaths here. Feel that lengthening through the top side body. Lengthening that top rib cage this time around. Right back into your warrior two. We're going to take a flow. With your inhale, reverse with the arms. Exhale all the way through to a side angle pose. Inhale, come back up to reverse. Exhale, warrior two. A little different here. Star pose, face long edge of the mat, arms go tall and wide. Pivot warrior two, facing back of the mat. Inhale, reverse with the arms. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, right back up to reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Once again, star pose. Pivot facing forward, warrior two. Inhale, reverse with the arms. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, back up to reverse. Exhale, cartwheel hands to the ground. Step it back, plank pose. Take your vinyasa flow. Couple breaths right here in down dog. And when you're ready, inhale, left leg will lift. Exhale, step forward, high lunge. Find a stable base with the legs. Lift the gaze between the hands. We're going to go back to that flow. Stay here for your inhale. Exhale, cactus arms, bend the back knee. Inhale, lift up, straight legs to extend. Exhale, slow lower down. Keep going at your own pace. Strong through the legs, feeling that opening front right hip flexor as you lower down. One last round. Coming right back to your high lunge. Hands take an interlace behind the back. Shoulders squeeze together, lifting the gaze, opening heart center. Draw that heart forward, start bringing weight front leg. When you're ready, variation warrior three, step into it. Back leg will lift. Keep that lift of the chest. Does not matter if the body's parallel to the ground. We actually want a little lift of the chest here in warrior three. Keeping that lift, hands prayer heart center. Come up to a standing balance. Right knee lifts up, opens to the side. Tree pose, vrikshasana. Any variation of the arms, whether they stay prayer heart center, lifting overhead, arms can be out either side for a little more support and stability. One last breath here. Hands to prayer in front of the chest. Draw the right knee forward. Step it back into your high lunge and pivot open. Warrior two. Go ahead, reverse the arms. Leaning back. We have a few breaths here. Really feeling that space between each rib front side. Expand and open. Come right back into your warrior two. Side angle pose, forearm to thigh. If you wanted to bring that bottom hand to a block or take a bind, you're welcome to do so. Just feel for that expansion through the top side body, keeping that heart rotating up to the sky. Lifting right back into your warrior two. We're going to take that flow. With your inhale, reverse with the arms. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, back up to reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Here we go. Star pose, we travel across the mat. Pivot, warrior two, facing back of the room. Inhale, reverse with the arms. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, back to reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Once again, it's a star pose. Pivot, warrior two, facing front of the mat. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, back up to reverse. Exhale, windmill hands down, step it back, plank pose. Travel through your Vinyasa flow. From down dog, again, come forward through plank, slow lower all the way down to the belly. We have 2 rounds of locust pose, arms back by the sides. Inhale to lift up chest, neck, and head, option to lift the legs. And here you can add a bend of that right knee, right hand grabs the foot behind, option for that left arm to reach forward. This is a half bow, dhanurasana. Keep lifting up, feel that pull of the right foot back, lift that heart forward and up. Staying here one more breath. Go ahead, release it down. You might make a pillow with your hands, turn a cheek to one side. And again, you choose. Second round, you can take locust pose, or if you're in a half bow, switching sides, bending left knee, left hand grabs the foot. Option for that right arm to extend forward. On an inhale, you lift up. Feel that strength, spinal muscles, extending top arm forward, pressing that back foot back. Last breath here. Go ahead, release it down. Take one big breath. Hands under the shoulders, press it back through a child's pose, Vinyasa. Making your way back, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Nice inhale through the nose, open mouth, sigh it back out. From your down dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, step forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. Lift the gaze up between the hands. Take an interlace of the fingers. Index fingers stay pointing up. You can feel that lift of the fingers, lifting the whole upper body, and then imagine as if those fingers can point to the wall behind you. So you're going to feel this extension all the way from that back left quad, up the hip flexor, through the heart center, through the tips of your fingers. This extension in the front body, this is where your back bend comes from. One more breath here. Hands to prayer, heart center. Bring weight front leg. When you're ready, step into a modified dancer, bending that left knee. Left hand grabs the foot behind, and you're welcome to stay right here. It's a nice quad stretch. Option to add on, bringing right arm overhead, pressing that back foot back. The heart tips forward just as a little counterbalance. And I know that left knee is going to want to open to the side. Do your best to keep it towards center of the mat. So you come right back to that quad stretch, that hip flexor opener, and that nice long line you felt not too long ago in our warrior one stance. One last breath here. Gently release it back to a high lunge. Pivot open to your warrior two. Again, we'll reverse with the arms. Lean on back, find your side stretch. Keeping your reverse arms, you can straighten the front leg. Front leg stays straight, arms parallel to the ground. Take it to your triangle. Reach forward, rotate with the arms. Bottom hand either rests gently on the shin or comes to a block inside that front foot. Feeling that opening in her hip and her thigh, keeping that heart rotating to the sky. Adding on, we'll take it to a half moon. Bring weight front leg, really great if you have a block. Grab your block, place it under the bottom hand, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. First find that extension, ball the back foot pressing back. And then once again, we're going to find a little heart opener here, bending the lifted leg. Left hand's going to reach and grab for that foot behind. If you have that grip, press the foot back, feel that lift open heart center. Coming right back to that long line through the whole front body. Last big breath here. Gently releasing right back to your warrior two. On your inhale, reverse with the arms. Exhale, take hands to the ground, step it back, plank pose, travel through your Vinyasa flow. Back and down dog, left leg will lift. Exhale, step forward, warrior one, back heel grounds, arms reach overhead. Add the interlace of the fingers, index fingers point up. And first think about that sense of extension, lifting the fingers just an inch or two higher, and imagining as if those fingers can start pointing back to the wall behind. Feel for this lift and extension all the way from that back foot, up that right leg, through the front of the hip, through the heart center, through the tips of the fingers. The more you can lengthen, the deeper you go in your back bend. Last big breath here. Hands to prayer, heart center, bring weight front leg. Step into a modified dancer, bending that right knee, right hand grabs the foot. You're welcome to stay or reach that left arm overhead, pressing back foot back, little counterbalance to tip forward. Really think about that long line through the front body, lifting the heart center, feel that sense of lengthening the front side body. One more breath. Stepping back into a high lunge, open it out, warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. Reverse with the arms, flip the palm, reach back, find your side stretch. Keeping reverse arms, straighten front leg. Arms parallel to the floor, take Trikonasana triangle pose, shift forward, rotate the arms. Feel free to add your block here, finding that sense of lifting and expanding, especially with that upper body. Spine lengthening forward, arms opening out wide each direction. Adding on, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, bring weight front leg. Step into it, grab that block. Block under the bottom hand, stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Open out each and every direction. Find that length. When you have that stabilization, go ahead, bend the lifted leg. Right hand's gonna grab that foot. If you have that grip, softly press the foot back. Feel that open through the front hip, through the heart center. Stay breathing, one more breath. Step it back into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse with the arms. Exhale, cartwheel hands to the ground. Step it back, plank pose. Travel through your Vinyasa flow. Clear that out. A few breaths back in your down dog. And one last time, come forward through plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. We're taking either 2 rounds of locust pose or full bow. For bow pose, you bend both knees. Hands grab the feet or the ankles. Slight press the feet back to lift the heart. Use that strength of the upper body, lift up, just like you would in your locust pose. You have the grip of the feet pressed to the back of the mat, getting that extra lift and opening heart center. Keep the back body engaged. We're here one more breath. Gently releasing down, make a pillow with the arms, turn the cheek one side. Neutral spine, pause for a moment. And then we'll set up one last round. Bow pose. Once again, you bend the knees. Hands can grab the feet or the ankles, find the grip. Lift it up, really feeling that engagement back body, strengthening the posterior chain. Stay here 2 more breaths, lifting heart center, forward and up. Go ahead, release it down. And you can bend the knees, sway the feet side to side, little windshield wiper motion to release the low back. When that feels like enough, press it back into a child's pose, hips over heels, a little rounding through the spine, grounding back down. Cleansing breath again, big inhale. Open mouth, release it back out. Start walking the hands in. You're going to come into Virasana Hero's Pose. Sitting on the heels, and if you have blocks at home, it's a nice opportunity to prepare for camel pose, ustrasana, placing blocks behind. If knees are sensitive, grab a blanket or some cushioning under the knees, and you can start curling the toes, standing on the knees, blocks behind the feet, just placing hand on the sacrum. And again, we first find this sense of lengthening through the spine. Supporting the lower back, you can add a little lift of the gaze, feel that heart lift forward and up. You're welcome to stay right here. You're in your back bend. If you feel like you want to go a little further, and keep that support through the low back, bringing hands tops of the blocks. Keep that head lifted, heart lifted, sending the pelvis forward. Hands might stay to the blocks or maybe drop down to the tops of the heels. Your choice if the toes are curled or uncurled. Find that length through the front body, making sure this is comfortable low back. One more breath here. To release, first bring hands to the sacrum. Come back up to stand on the knees. Untucking the toes, you sit back, hero's pose. Hands to the thighs. Sitting up tall as you close the eyes and ground down. Then you can choose if you want to stay seated right here or come up for one last back bend. If you're coming up, second round, ustrasana. Come to stand on the knees, hands support the low back. Find that lift of the gaze, that lift through the front body. Adding on, starting to send that heart forward and up. So you draw the gaze back. Maybe hands come to the blocks, maybe to the heels. Keep that press of the hips forward. Really feeling for that sense of lengthening all the way from the knees up the hips through the heart center. 2 more breaths. Release, bring hands back to the lower back. Untuck the toes, sit it back, hero's pose. Close the eyes, round back down. Just notice that energy, that prana move through you. When you're ready to release, you can place blocks aside, clear off your mat, come back into a tabletop pose, hands and knees on the ground. A couple rounds of cat and cow to release through the spine. And we'll set up for a thread the needle. Inhale, the right arm will lift. Exhale, threading through, right shoulder to the ground, hips stay lifted. You might walk left fingers forward or take a half bind behind small of the back. Two more breaths right here. Releasing, bring left hand to the ground in front of the face. Press back up to your tabletop. Couple rounds of cat and cow again to reset. Back to a neutral spine, second side. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale to thread the needle. Right fingers might walk forward or take the half bind, slightly deeper twist. A few breaths right here. Bringing right hand to the ground, press back up into your tabletop pose. Last few rounds, cat and cow, gentle movement through the spine, the hips and the shoulders. And you'll make your way to lie back down, feet on the floor, knees up, constructive rest just like we started. Rounding down to arrive. Pressing feet to the floor, you can lift the hips, bridge pose. If you have your block, I recommend grab one of those props. Place that block under the sacrum, supported variation. If you want one last active back bend, you can stay with the hips lifted. If If you're using your block, just let the hips release down into your prop, feeling this grounding energy. A few breaths right here. Feet press into the floor. Release your prop if you were using one. Lower hips back to the ground, back to a neutral spine. Hugging both knees into the chest. You can add a little rock side to side, rolling as a ball, or maybe taking a happy baby. Just a little gentle movement, releasing. And whenever that feels like enough, you can send legs long on the ground, arms resting by the sides. Coming to Shavasana, our final resting pose. Coming back into your breath. Bring movement back to your fingers and toes. Bend knees, placing feet on the floor. Slowly rolling to one side, just pausing there for a moment. Pressing into the hands, start to make your way back up to a comfortable seat. Connecting back to your breath, connecting back to the body, feeling that new sense of expansion through the heart center, letting that open you for whatever comes next. Thanks for joining this practice today.